Hi, hello, good morning. Welcome to today's session. Uh, Before discussing a different concept from the chapter, so I would like to ask apology because uh, in the last weekend we forwarded uh, open book assessment number 3 question paper. There, unfortunately, question number 13 and question number 15 they went same. So you will be attending all the 15 question, but only 14 questions are going to be taken into consideration. So for that, once again, it's my mistake. Then secondly, uh, how many of you are completed? It's well and good. We appreciate your active participation, your interest in completing your part of work. Those who not completed, I suggest, do complete your work as early as possible. Keep updating yourself towards learning and understanding. Then coming to the point, most importantly, this particular lesson, that is nationalism in India, I explained all the concept from the chapter up to the Friday. The last session, last concept which I explained, it makes an end to the chapter, but comparatively, myself, I am not satisfied what I explained in the last week about the chapter. So I would like to revise, and I want to explain one more time so that you can feel easy for understanding the chapter very well, because this particular chapter carries more marks from history part comparing to the other chapters. Then coming to the point, introduction. So from the previous chapter, from history part, we understood about the rise of nationalism in Europe. From the chapter, or from the discussion and understanding the different concepts from the chapter, previous chapter, the concept of nationalism in modern days, modern nationalism in Europe, it came to be associated, or it came to be witnessed, formed, established with the formation of nation states. And also it made people to understand lot of changes, and it made possible opportunities for people to think who were they, what were they, what was their exact identity, and moreover, what was their sense of belonging. So in order to raise the spirit of nationalism, in order to form the national unity, in order to establish, in order to form nation state, people from Europe, they adopted, they followed new symbols, new icons, new songs, new ideas. These all different means, methods, measures, they made possible opportunities to create links among the boundaries, in between, among the communities, to reform, redefine, re-establish their boundaries in the communities. Similarly, most of the countries around the world, they made possible opportunities, possible movements to create national identities. Some countries may got result very soon. Some countries may got result after long lengthy process. This is what we are going to discuss from this particular chapter. How did nationalism in India emerged? What were the different events made possible emergence of nationalism in India? What was the consciousness that made rapid changes among the people and in the Indian society? So let us continue our discussion about the chapter nationalism in India. So in this particular chapter we are going to discuss and highlight the different events which are mainly taken place immediately after the end of Second World War. Then in India, as in many other colonies, the growth of modern nationalism, it was intimately connected to anti-colonial movement in different parts. So anti-colonial movement means British made possible opportunities to establish their colonial power or colonialism in and around the different parts of India. So there different means, measures, methods implemented, adopted in the matter of administration made people to connect, involve, take part in anti-colonial movement, and moreover people began discovering their unity in the process of their struggle against colonialism. The sense of being oppressed under colonialism provided shared bond and tied many different groups together. So, as I told, different administrative setup, means, matters adopted, implemented under colonialism, it gave or it provided opportunity, shared bond for people to tie and to make groups together, united together. But each group, each class felt effects of colonialism differently. Because of that, these groups, they experienced varied and different kind of experiences for freedom, not for remaining same to all the different groups. So when this was conditioned under colonialism, the Congress under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi tried to solve these groups, the problems of these groups within one particular moment, but it was not united and not emerged without conflict. Conflict became one main source for getting solutions for these kind of movements. Then First World War, Khilafat movement and non-cooperation movement. First World War, which was taken place from 1914 to 1919. 1919 after, national movement in India got spreading to new areas, incorporating or taking consideration of all the new social groups and developing, adopting, implementing new modes of struggle. First, what has happened? The war created new economic and political situation. War, it led to increase huge defense expenditures, which was financed by war loans and increased taxes on people. So the First World War, warfare activities, it created new economic and political situations in India. So it increased defense expenditure in order to fulfill the defense expenditure. So it made compulsory for them to offer finances for warfare activities. So in order to balance the loans, it made increased in taxes, custom duties, even income taxes are increased and introduced. Through the war years, prices not only increased, they got doubled between 1913 to 1918. So this led hardship, difficult for common people to lead and live normal, comfortable life. So villagers were called to supply soldiers, and they were forced to recruitment in rural areas. These forced soldiers, supply of soldiers and forced recruitment made widespread anger in the people of rural India. So with this, let us end today's session. Let us continue our discussion further in tomorrow's session. Until then, take care of yourself. Stay at home. Stay safe. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.